I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to yet another player review. It is, of course, 93 rated Team of the Season, Totssf Osimhen. Now, his name is apparently pronounced Osimhen, even though a lot of people say Osimhen, Osimhen, and whatever. I've literally just been watching videos of him pronouncing his own name and commentators, and they all seem to say Osimhen. So that is exactly what we're going to go with. 4-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, high work rates, which is a little bit strange for a striker. Not ideal, that's for sure. Got a sniper on him. Reason for that will become apparent when we go through the stats. 90 acceleration, 99 sprint speed, which is banging. Obviously, it would maybe be a little bit better if it was the other way around, so that we could get a more explosive burst out of the turn. But to be fair, he's got that anyway. 98 agility, 90 balance, 90 reactions, 94 ball control, 90 dribbling, 90 composure. He is 6'1", so just, I mean, keep that in the back of your mind for the time being. High and average body type, which I think is maybe a little bit wrong. I think it should be high and lean. If any of you have ever seen him play, he's a very slim guy. And he's very tall, don't get me wrong. He does feel and looks taller than 6'1", even in real life. But to have that average body type is a little bit weird for me. Anyway, let's move on to the dribbling. I don't know if we've talked about that. Maybe we have. Let's move on from that. 93 positioning, 97 finishing, 95 shot power, 92 long shots. That is pretty good. I mean, that's solid, right? It's not like up there with the 99s, 97s that maybe some of the other... I mean, 97 finishing, sure, but like his long shots, shot power and positioning, they're maybe a few points off those sort of top rated Team of the Season cards, but he's not far off that. And of course, his short passing, 93, his crossing is 90, 87 vision, long passing's woeful, as well as his free kicks are as well, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. Of course, he's got 99 heading. If you do ever find yourself in a situation where you are able to head the ball, whether it be away from goal or winning it in the middle of the park or whatever, which he does do, and there's evidence of that in the clips, actually. And then, of course, his physical. You would expect absolutely nothing less than this. 99 jumping, 91 stamina, 94 strength, and 86 aggression. That is a sensational card on paper. So well-rounded, and with a sniper, goes up to a 97 rated striker. We bump up most of the dribbling stats to 99. Only the composure... I say only, right? I'm going to name 3 things. Balance, reactions, composure don't go to 99, but they go to 95. So it's like we're 4 points off perfect. I can live with that if you can. 99 finishing, 98 positioning, 95 volleys and 99 penalties. With 95 shot power and 99 long shots, we're now in the region of the best players in the game. And okay, granted, we needed the help of a chem style to get there. And I'm sure the best players in the game with a chem style will turn into literally the best player in the game. But aside from that, I think Osimhen has got a very nice set of stats. Now, why is this card under 200k? Why does no one really use him? Why have I never come up against him, apart from maybe the odd red pick here or there in the last 24 hours or so? I think it's down to the fact that people will look at it and go, right, high defensive work rate, not ideal. 3-star skills, a little bit irritating. But more than anything else, it's because he's 6'1", and he has come all the way up from a silver card this season. When he first started playing, right at the beginning of the year, he scored a couple of goals, and it was apparent that he was going to get himself an upgrade. He did eventually get a 77 rated upgrade. Of course, he did have a Future Stars card. EA did this really weird thing this year with Future Stars. He had 4 of them, a 79, an 82, an 85, and an 88. I reviewed the 83 rated Player of the Month, because that came out first. I think the Informed came out, then the Player of the Month. But I reviewed the Player of the Month. I didn't like it too much. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't anything special. Then I reviewed the 88 rated Future Stars, which I thought, again, was a big improvement over the Player of the Month, sorry. But because it didn't necessarily fit the way this game is played by most, I didn't really give it the time of day, and I said that in terms of worth the unlock, maybe if you're bored, but other than that, I probably wouldn't bother. Good card to have for some fodder, but apart from that, yeah, not really that great. Now, I don't know what's changed in 5 overalls, because if we have a look, or rather if I have a look and I tell you about the difference between the 88 and the 93, there's 5 basically across the board, apart from passing, which is 7. But this card feels so much better than what that 88 did. I don't know whether there's been a patch or 6 between now and then when that 88 rated card was released. I don't know if I've adapted to the game better. I don't know if I'm better at the game. And I don't know if maybe I've adapted to using players differently. But Osimhen is a... See, I've done it again. Osimhen. Osimhen is really good in this game. He doesn't necessarily fit the 5'9", 5'11" range of being quote-unquote meta, but for whatever reason he feels unbelievably agile on the ball. His strength is immense, his short passing is good, his finishing is clinical, and he doesn't really have an awful lot in the way of a negative. Now, you could argue, left that on purpose, by the way, because I could see the overlapping runner. I thought it would be cheeky to do it, and unfortunately he's missed. So if it had gone in, it would have looked class. But his pace is really good as well. Look at this, just bursting away, gets into the penalty area, slaps a shot, and he wins a penalty. I could have played it across. I went for glory. He does put the penalty away. He's really, really reminiscent of how he plays in real life. EA have done a very good job of making him feel and look like he does in real life. You know, sometimes I don't player face-wise, probably not, but in terms of like here, from this distance, he's got the same colour boots, the same colour hair, the same stature, the same running style. It's good. I like it. It does make me feel as if he's actually on the pitch, you know. That aside, though, of course, there are going to be a couple of negatives. I went to touch upon them then when I talked about that cross and dummy. This is a good goal. Bang. Nice little turn. Really ridiculous shot power. Really is ridiculous. The negatives. The high defensive work rate. It's not ideal, really. I mean, it's not the end of the world, because I didn't find it to be too much of a problem. It's definitely worth a mention for those who are maybe super competitive, looking to improve their game, and they take the game very seriously. Then, of course, that's going to be a problem if you tend to use skill moves a lot, which I used to, and I do like to pop them out every now and again, but I've sort of gone a little bit more simplistic in recent weeks, and I've decided that I'm just going to use the ball roll, the drag back, and side-to-side heel flick every now and again, maybe the actual heel-to-heel flick, which Osimhen is good at doing. And of course he does have that pace to be able to get away from his man quite quickly as well. But I don't really tend to use 4-star skills as much anymore. Especially, like I said, the last 2 weeks I've sort of tried to cut most of it out of my game because a lot of it is unnecessary. Now and again I'll bring it in because it's fun, and sometimes you can maybe get away with it and it'll look good and what have you, but you know, more often than not you don't need them. So I didn't really find it to be a problem, even though I mention it again. If you do take this game very seriously and maybe you do use that in your game, it's definitely worth a mention. Is there another negative? I mean, realistically, no. The fact that he's 6'1" and with 90 balance rather than like 99 and coming up from a 74 rated silver and such, that should all go against him. And I actually turned my nose up at it slightly because, spoiler alert for the Road to Glory, if you haven't seen it, please turn this off or pause it and just make up your own mind of what I've said, what I've written down there. But I got him as a red pick. And then, like 2 packs later, I got him as a blue, and they're both untradeable. And I was like, oh, God, I don't need 2 of them, which is true. But I was like, it's not like I was unhappy with the red. It was just like, well, I'll take it because it's a good pick, right? But I don't really need it, and I'll probably never use it outside of the review. He's actually going in the weekend league this week because he's that good, and I enjoyed him that much. So you can never really judge a book by its cover. I didn't think this card would be very good. I didn't think it would suit the game. I thought he'd be quite slow and clunky, too tall, and generally just not that great. But in actual fact, he's better, or as good as Kamada, who I had there, the Frankfurt player at the moment, who's now going to become a very good super sub. But Osimhen is just a really, really good card. And for, what is he, 180, 190,000 coins right now? I mean, it's okay, it is a little bit on the expensive side. I think it might be able to come down a little bit more, and if you can keep doing those upgrades, maybe you'll pack him. But if you've managed to get him already, maybe you got him as a red pick, maybe you've packed him untradeable from whatever pack you've decided to open, I wouldn't turn your nose up at it like I originally did. I would give him a go because, okay, aside from the nation links, if you've got a couple of French League cards you can stick in there, he is a very, very good option. Even at worst, off the bench, He could provide you with a few goals. I really like him. I definitely think he's worth it. That is my opinion, though. You are entitled to yours. If you have enjoyed this video, do me a favour and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.